מה להגיד, בא לי לפתוח תברית, במקום זה שומע ערבית, לאט לאט הפצע מגליד, נגמלתי מהוויד, עושה מדיטציה, מרגיש כמו מוטציה, קשיים של אדפטציה, חרדה חברתית, הכל התחיל מבראשית, סמים קשים ושיט עד שלקח לי את התפנית, פתחתי את הלב, אמרתי תראו זה כואב, זה חי ואוהב, לפעמים אני לעצמי זאב, אגומניאק רעב, חור שחור שלא מתמלא, יקום שלם נבלע כמו ציפרלקס, כל קפה שלי זה נס, המוח שלי משחק איתי משחקי הכס, אתה צריך להתפקס, אמר לי חבר, קח גומייה, אתה מתחיל להתפזר, הגיע הזמן להתחבר, כי כל עוד הנר דולק אפשר לתקן, אז תגידו כן.
How are you doing, Judi?
תגידו כן.
I'm good, thank you. I'm feeling like I'm in paradise, in this view, this place, this quiet.
It's amazing here, yeah.
Feels
And
so good.
in the Dead Sea.
The air is so fresh. I mean, I feel like I'm meeting myself for the first time.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, that sounds really deep and spiritual, honestly.
yeah.
Like, what do you mean you're meeting yourself for the first time?
I mean, not for the first time. I mean, every time I meet myself, it's in nature. But every time it's like the first time, because every time that I really look inside myself, I see new parts that's coming up that I never met them before. I never knew that they exist in me. So I meet a lot of new things in me. I don't know.
So all of that is by you just being in nature?
Yeah, the nature is like reflecting me. It's like a mirror for me. I just see myself, and I can't see the masks that I wear in the day to life. I don't know how to say it.
You can see the light that shifts between day and night. You could say,
No. The mirror, I mean, nature is the mirror that I see myself clearly, with no masks, no lies.
Okay.
I mean, this is the it's like a mirror that never lies. I don't know.
Okay. So it's like you're looking in the mirror and you're getting your own true, authentic self.
Yeah.
Okay. So I get it.
And I don't see all the other things that I thought I am, that I think that I am. I don't know.
All the various masks that we wear, or the makeup we put, to go out into life, into the reality we live.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I just see myself purely, with no
limits, you could say.
Yeah.
And so if we, in nature, and I think nature is one of the most amazing examples of self-expression.
Yeah.
So what does self-expression mean to you?
That's a big question. Self-expression. Just being myself with no masks. Just say what I want to say. Don't lie. Just don't make manipulations. Because usually I just, because I'm so traumatized, all the time I just lie and just hide my feelings and just not being authentic. So I want to be authentic, just the way I am.
So do you want to...
all the self-expression, I mean, it doesn't matter what I do. Self-expression, I mean, it's everything. How you talk, how you walk, I don't know, how you play guitar, everything, I mean, for me. So I feel that there's a lot of fake, a lot of masks that I wear because I'm so traumatized, and I want just... But by the time that I connect to nature, I just peeling myself from all this shit, and I find the true self.
So do you want to maybe, I don't know, at least in this interview, take off your mask, take off your glasses, and then
that's what I thought.
Actually see you.
Hello.
There we go.
Yeah.
I can see your eyes.
Now I feel exposed.
You have these beautiful eyes, blue eyes.
Thank you.
And by the way, I also want to say I really connect to you by the way that you see self-expression. Because also before, when you asked me about what is self-expression, what does it mean to me, I also said to be your true authentic self.
Yeah.
And by the various ways that you, I would say, you are creative. It's cooking and
everything.
whatever you do. So it's very interesting. And there's flies everywhere, but that's why probably people that are watching us see us doing this all the time and they don't understand what's happening, but these are flies.
No, they just take all the shit. All the masks. I don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe.
But honestly, it's interesting to talk to you because
Thank you, you too.
I do really feel that we played a few minutes ago. It was a true connection. You can really jam and everything. And always, I think what I find interesting is what makes you want to pursue music, or why does music, or being a musician, an artist, why is that a way that you express yourself?
Why is this the best way I found?
Why is that your main way?
Why music?
I also know that you have like a TikTok and all kinds of other various platforms in which you express yourself, even doing some, it's called nonsense.
Yeah.
and there's a style called nonsense. I don't know if you know. It's an actual style.
Oh, really?
Yeah, called nonsense, a musical style. If you want to talk about that, you can talk about that, whatever you want. It just interests me why
I choose this expression.
Why do you choose that way?
Yeah.
If it's the also nonsense way and also the musical way, just as you showed today, your guitar. And another thing is that after you answer that, maybe you can tell me or share with me how hard is it, to be part of the entertainment world. But let's start with the first one.
Yeah, okay.
Afterwards, we'll carry on to the latter.
Yeah. So why I never thought about it. Music, I mean, it's when for my childhood, I used to play. My father was a teacher of music.
Oh, really?
So in the house, all the time, there was playing music, a lot of music. So I found it in a very early age, the connection. I just heard the music and I felt like somebody finally understands me. Nobody understands me, but this song, and I feel the chill when I say it, somebody understands me. Somebody's saying what I want to say, but I can't say it, because if I say it, I just gonna explode, I just gonna die, because I can't say what I feel. But this song, the music, everything, just say what I want to say. So that's and that's how I fell in love with the music, and I started to learn music, and I was very good at this. Like I felt like I just know how to play from a different lifetime. I don't know how to say it. And then I found that I can do it also myself. I can express myself. I can say the things that I feel in the music, and that's music. And nonsense. Also, I grew also in the society that is very serious about life. Everything is so serious.
What kind of society?
Religious, very religious, extreme. I mean, so my father was a very serious man, and he also was very, I don't know how to say it. He was too religious. I don't know. He just took the
he took the religious side to the extreme way.
Yeah.
To extreme ways.
Yeah, and so I became like a very mature child that just all the time. I used to learn Gemara, the Torah, like 9 hours a day in yeshiva. And I became like Einstein of the Talmud and all. I don't know.
Yeah, all the sacred Jewish books.
Yeah, I became like a little rabbi, 13 years old child, and you're just like a little rabbi, and you just. But deep down inside, I felt like I don't like this at all. I just want to be a child. I want to laugh. I want to go and play with the kids in the garden. I don't know. But I can't, because I need to be serious, because my father wants me to be a rabbi, and he wants me to be Oved Hashem, you call it, to work for God.
To be the worker of God. Yeah.
So, and when I found all the, I used to have friends that used to make all the kind of jokes and fun, and then immediately I connected to them and I started to mimic them, and I want to be like you. I mean, I want to be free from all this avodat Hashem, because it's not for me.
Working of God.
Yeah,
like you wanted something else.
I want to be free and easy, and I know deep down that God loves me, and I don't need to do any pagan things. I don't know how to say it. I don't need to do something for God to love me. He just loves me, period. No conditions.
And you still believe in God? You still believe in God's ways?
I believe in God, but
God's
God,
ways, your own
not
way
my
of
father's
God.
God.
Yeah.
My God. Oh my God, like you say.
Oh my God, yeah.
My dear God.
So not the, you'd say, religious, extreme...
No, I don't believe that God
orthodox.
is...
It could be orthodox, no?
Yeah.
Was he orthodox?
No, I don't believe that God is religious at all.
No, but I'm asking, was your father orthodox?
Yeah.
No? Like orthodox, extreme
religion? Yeah, very
okay.
extreme.
So you don't believe that God is through the... What were you saying?
I don't believe that God is even religious. I mean, the religion, people invented it, and it's good. Not all the religious. Some are good, some are not. And
like
good.
All people,
Yeah, but it's not for everyone, and not everything that is written is for everyone. I take what I think is good for me. I think the first thing is to be a good human, to be a good person. Don't murder, don't steal. That's the first thing. And in the society I was growing in, so they forgot these little details, you know. They
being a human being.
Oh, we work in there. But just be a human being. Give your son a hug. Tell him you love him. No, you need to work for God.
Yeah, like sometimes people get that confused. You know, that they believe the religious people.
But it's not them. It's not them. It's the rabbis, the big rabbis that it's like the gods of the Greek. I don't know. Just worship to the rabbi. What the rabbi says.
It's like the God. It's like a God.
They're afraid of the rabbi.
Of the pagan people. Back in the day.
It's the same shit.
Like the Greek, they worship different gods.
Yeah.
The religious worship.
This is
different
the God
rabbis.
of. It's the same shit. Same shit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you might say maybe that by
God,
being creative.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting.
No, it's okay.
But I'm saying you might say that by being creative. And doing, the nonsense shows, or doing your music, doing all those things, maybe that's the way that you're reliving your childhood that you never had.
Yeah, exactly.
Or,
Exactly, yeah, you said it correctly.
Or being free.
Yeah, this is my second life. That's how I feel.
Second life. Wow. That's incredible.
Completely, yeah. I just give myself, again, to be a child, and be a baby, I don't know. And all the stages of the... I don't know, it's a גיל ההתבגרות,
all the stages of being a teenager again.
Yeah, all over again from the beginning, because I didn't have that, so I feel that I need this to be the adult that I want to be at the end.
So you still didn't get your pimples. You're supposed to get your pimples, when you a teenager, you get your pimples.
No, that I don't need.
You get your hair
I don't
growing.
want. I have good genes. I don't have the pimples. I'm very,
You're good, yeah.
תחנה מרכזית, נרקומן שרוע על מדרכה, זונה ניגשת אליי, שואלת אם אני רוצה סיבוב, חס ושלום אחותי היקרה, איך התגלגלת לכאן, נשמה טהורה, עולה על מונית שירות ויורד אל הים, בדרך מתחיל לבכות, איזה עולם אכזר, מה אני עושה כאן, אולי אסע לי לכוכב אחר, אני מרגיש כמו חייזר, לא מוצא את עצמי, חרדה חברתית מגיל 6, אמא עזבה ואבא התעלל בי כמו משוגע, כן, אין אהבה, העולם הוא מקום מסוכן ומפחיד, כן, אני שומע ערבית תוך כדי שאני מזריק ישר לתוך הווריד, הפצע לא מספיק להגליד, כן, אני מתחיל לראות צבעים חזקים, אני בעננים, אני ממריא, אני פוגש מלאכים, אני מדבר עם אלוהים, כן, הכל כל כך יפה, אבל אני חוזר לכאן בעוד 5 דקות, אני הולך לנחות לתוך הדאון הכי מטורף של החיים שלי, הולך לדפוק את הראש בקיר, הולך להרגיש רעידות בידיים, כן, אז אני שוב מחפש את המנה, אני מבקש כסף מכל מי שעובר בשכונה, כן, בקבוקים שבורים, אנשים שבורים, כולם שבורים, מדינה הפוכה, כן, אחים שלי נותנים את הנשמה, אחים לנשק, תנו כבוד את צה"ל, כן, אחים שלי נותנים את כל הרעל, בזכותם אנחנו כאן, בלעדיהם אין שום מדינה, ואני אני שוב רואה את אותה זונה, היא כבר עברה לנקודה הבאה, זה כל כך עצוב, זה כואב בנשמה, אבל מה אני יכול לעשות? אני גם נרקומן, אני לא מכאן, אני בכלל מעולם אחר. אז אני שוב טובל בים, אבל הפצע לא מגליד, כן, זה מתחיל להפחיד, זה מתחיל להדיג, כשאתה מבין שהגוף הזה הולך להתפרק כמו כולם, אף אחד לא יחיה כאן לנצח. אז בוא נגשים היום, עכשיו, את כל מה שאפשר, את כל מה שחלמנו, לא נחכה למחר, בוא נעשה את הכל עכשיו, בוא תהיה מאושר, כן? אז אני ממשיך לשיר ומנסה להיות הכי אותנטי, הכי אמיתי, כן? לתת ללב שלי לדבר במקום למוח החופר, כן? אני רוצה לדבר, אני רוצה לספר לך כמה קשה לי, כמה זה קשה, כמה כואב עד שאי אפשר להסביר במילים, פשוט רק להגיד הנה שוב פספסתי, אז מה?
What was... sorry.
So the letter means the second part. The second question was...
what was the most...
what was your biggest embarrassment?
Yeah, embarrassment.
As an artist. And the first one was how hard it is.
Okay. So it's very hard. I mean, playing the guitar and playing the piano, it's like a lot of hours of practicing, and just your fingers start to crack. I don't know. But you keep going because you have to. You just need to do this. But it's very hard, and sometimes I just want to give up. It's not for me. It's not succeeding. I don't get many views. Nobody likes me. Nobody hear me. People say I play like shit. I don't know. So all the world just because you're not famous, so nobody gives a shit. I mean, you're just another stupid person that thinks he knows how to play. I don't know. All the voices in my head.
But those are, they're related to you. But because, you're right. A lot of people believe that, if you're not famous and your name is not out there, so nobody will listen to you. But that's not true. I think a lot of people would listen to you, even though you're not famous or,
So when I just kept going, no matter what, I just saw that some people like this. And I just understood that you don't need to be famous. You just need to bring yourself. And some people need this. They need you specifically. Maybe it's two people. It doesn't matter. That's your audience, and you need to respect them and to give them what they need. And you don't need a million people. Maybe they don't need this type of music that you create. And I don't know. Okay. So I stopped searching for to reach big crowds and be famous because that's what I dreamt when I was younger. So. Now I just want to be myself and express myself, and if it's good for somebody, even one person, I'm happy. That's amazing. It. And what's the most embarrassing thing was that when I have a fear of crowd, like shaking, So my first show was actually in a rehab institution. So I performed like in front of 300 people.
Whoa, that's
but
a lot.
It's like, everybody is like, how do you say, narcos? I mean, like narcomani,
people that are drug addicts.
Yeah, drug addicts.
Narcos are mainly people that sell the drugs.
Yeah.
They're part of cartels.
Yeah, so like people they just need the rehab. So it was a little bit easier, but still I was like shaking. I don't know how it's going to be. And then I started to sing and my voice was like shaking and I was sweating. But I kept going because I can't run. I just going to freeze. I don't know. But I kept going, and then I made a terrible mistake in the singing. I made ziyuf,
you didn't sound good. You were off key.
Yeah, very off key, and I started to laugh because I was very embarrassed, and everybody started to laugh.
So that's good, at least.
Yeah, and at the end, I just finished the song, and then I added. Maybe I'm מפרט יותר מדי.
No, you're not telling too much.
לא, אז כאילו זה שיר של אביתר, it's a song of אביתר בנה, it's a...
Okay.
So the song...
אביתר בנה means is an Israeli
artist,
singer, songwriter.
Yeah.
And that's the song that you were doing a cover of Aviatar Bana.
No, so when the song ends, it ends like... When I get out of this, I just give a present to everybody, and I say, and the song, I say, and then I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna sleep, and I'm gonna kill myself. I added this to the song because I really wanted to die from the embarrassment. I just couldn't feel everything. So just ran out from the... And then everybody came to me, wow, we love you, we love you. And then I understood it, it's just okay. And then my fear just turned a little bit lower, I don't know.
It was, you made it, it was a little bit
It was a relief after this. I just understood it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay, I mean.
Okay.
So that was...
So thank you for your interview.
Thank you.
For the interview. And I really enjoyed interviewing you. I think you're talented and it was amazing to jam with you too.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll see you perform more and
do
shows. And these flies are driving me crazy.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. It was very good for me. It's good to talk.
במקום זה שומע ערבית, לאט לאט, הפצע מגליד. נגמלתי מהוויד, עושה מדיטציה, מרגיש כמו מוטציה, קשיים של אדפטציה, חרדה חברתית, הכל התחיל מבראשית, סמים קשים בשיט, עד שלקח לי את התפנית. פתחתי את הלב, אמרתי תראו זה כואב, זה חי ואוהב לפעמים.